Making it look easy.
Hey guys, it's me, Enderplays here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different, as you've probably seen from the title, because as I said, I wanted to reach out to a bunch of different viewers, so I have a very large fan base. I'm sorry for not uploading for a bit. It's just my view count was going down, got me a bit discouraged, but I said, I'm not gonna let that bring me down. I don't care. I'm still gonna make videos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell the story of how I almost got arrested with my friend. So this crazy story. I'm here in LA or Santa Monica. I'm going to my school. I come out of school. My friend tells me, "Hey, we're gonna be at the library playing some games." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, I'll come along." So I hang out around school for a bit. I'm gonna go to the library later. I go to the candy shop, or next to Krispy Kreme, get some donuts, get some candy. My friend calls me, and I'm like, "Hey," he's like, "You coming down here?" And I'm like, "Sure." I start coming down, and then I go to the library. They're not there. I'm like, "What? They said they were gonna be here." So I come out of the library. I see these Hulu bikes, and I'm like, "Whoa, those Hulu bikes." I use them with my aunt a lot, so I was like, I'm just gonna use it real quick. This is gonna come to bite me in the butt later on. So I get the Hulu bike. I start riding everywhere, going places, but the first place I head to, or the last place I headed to, was the school. I get there, I start hanging out with my friends, and then for some reason my friend takes my freaking scooter while I have a Hulu bike, and I'm trying to chase him around. Then I look at the back of my Hulu bike, and the timer is like 5 minutes away from running out. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to cause my aunt any extra money, then it's already gonna pay. So I take the Hulu bike, I take the little lock thing, I put it in. I'm thinking, well, I'll just unlock it later just to put it in the other thing. It goes into help mode, which is just this mode where it needs to charge. So basically the bike died, and when the bike dies, the back wheel stops. And I'm like, oh my god. The bike stopped moving, and the nearest station for the bike is like 10 blocks away. So I'm like, well, I guess I better just start rolling. So I roll the bike, but it's not really rolling because the back wheel is locked. So basically I'm just dragging the bike on the ground. The little bike stand thing was locked into place because the tire wouldn't move, so they were locked into place. That was scraping on the ground, scraping the ground and scraping the bike too. I created an entire, just dent inside of the pavement on my school's blacktop. So then my friend comes and helps me out, takes my scooter, puts it under the back wheel very creatively, ties it up, and I'm like, oh, thanks. And that helped me a lot. In the long run, I decided to walk. My friend comes and meets up with me. And this is not the friend who called me at the library. This is another friend. Me and him are good friends for a while. He says, hey, I'll help you bring that down. He says, because we're homies. So we bring the bike down. We're almost to the thing when we see a big truck. A big, dark gray truck with those green demon words, Hulu. It was like a UPS truck. That's what it was like. The truck, we saw the back of the truck. It was heading away from us, but then it stopped. And I'm like, dude. And he's like, yeah, that's a Hulu truck. And he's like, oh, you think they're after us? And I was like, I don't know. So we keep walking. I don't think that they're after us. But then the back truck doors open, and these at least 10 of these crazy buff guys with one girl jump out of the back of the truck, and then they're just like looking around. One of them looks at us and like starts walking towards us all menacingly, and I'm like, oh shoot. I start running with my bike, and he's running with me, and then like we're almost about to get away. And you know what my friend decides to do? He decides to cup his hands around his mouth, look back at them, and say, "The police." And I'm looking at him like he's insane. One guy starts walking faster, and I'm just like, Andrew, you freaking idiot. We start running with the bike really, really fast. Like way faster than we were before, turning every corner. It was so scary. Then we managed to find one Hulu station that was away. We put the bike there, but then we realized, oh god, I can't lock the bike up because the thing is stuck in there and it's in the help mode and I can't get it out of it. It was just one thing after another. So we tried for like 5 minutes trying to get the scooter off of the bike because it was tied pretty well for my other friend. We eventually got it off. I dropped it off and left it there. Me and my friend walked to my house. He walks back to his house when we get there. I go inside and I'm like, hey auntie, I'm like super nervous telling too, and I'm just looking at her like, did you want to use the Hulu bike today? And she's like, why? And he's like, I used it, and that got me in a lot of trouble, and I'm not allowed to ride the Hulu bikes anymore. Changed the password and everything, and we had to go back because if you leave it unattended, it can cost way more money than it would have costed if I had kept the bike thing off of it. So basically, it was just one thing after another, and it all started from me riding the bike when I should have asked instead of doing it alone. Then I go back to school the next day. Everything's fine. It's all normal. I go to my friend who was supposed to be at the library, and I'm like, dude, why weren't you at the library? And he was like, we were. I'm confused. He says, we were in the kids section because the teen section was broken. I just literally get so mad. I start screaming, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? I could have avoided all of this if I had just checked the freaking kids section. He didn't know what I was talking about because he wasn't there, and it was kind of crazy. It just, all of that happened because I didn't check the kids section. Now, every time that I go to the library, I always check the kids section to make sure that they're there, because I don't want anything crazy to happen again. That was like one of the crazy experiences of my life, and I'll be happy to tell you guys more if you like it. So, yeah, that was my first storytime video. Don't expect it to be the best quality, but, you know, want to get it out there. Lots of my stuff, there's lots of stories to be told, so I don't have a problem telling my stories out to the world. So go check out the rest of my videos. Most of them are mainly gaming, and yeah, pretty much. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, like the video please, and you know, subscribe. You know, just do that stuff that they tell you to do all the time. I don't need to tell you. You guys have been on YouTube for long enough. You know that they ask you to do that stuff all the time. It's not like I need to remind you. Like, come on. Plus, if people are already subscribed, then why do they need reminding? Anyway, I'm getting off task and rambling again. That's basically just all of my outros. I'm just rambling. Oh god, I'm doing it again. Okay, bye. Bye, guys.